Hey everybody, welcome to Seriously Lighthearted Yoga. Today we are going to be talking about something that it might be seemingly contradictory at this point. We've been telling you that you have to create your own yoga practice, and that your yoga practice is yours, and that it's open-ended, and that it can be whatever you want, and yet
it can.
We keep on giving you
specific things to do.
Yeah, and that can be very narrowing. So we're going to talk about why that contradiction exists and how to kind of maybe look at it a little bit differently.
Yeah. So guys, this yoga practice that we always talk about, we give you specific breathing exercises, we do some poses, we do flows, we talk about specific yoga sutras, for example. All of these things might seem to kind of narrow what the idea of yoga is in your mind. It's something a little more specific each time we give you one of these kind of specific ideas. But again, take a step back for a moment and just think about, again, that reason why we do yoga. So if you're practicing yoga, you are trying to, one, attain that state of kind of equal intellect that is seen as this awareness of everything and a sort of unity between yourself and everything around you. Now, these specific practices, again, kind of seem to limit that in a sense. And the practices, as we said in that early on one of those videos, are yoga. The practices are yoga, but also the state of being is yoga. So realizing that everything that you're doing is yoga, if you're doing it with the right mindset, the right awareness, is kind of what we're asking you to do here. So take that step back and just realize that while we give you specific things to work on, we're not trying to narrow your perspective of what yoga is.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's not shrinking this idea of yoga to one thing. There isn't really one thing about it. It's whatever you need yoga to be, and that's really where the open-ended nature comes in. That's where what you need it to be, what you want it to be, and what you get out of it is the important thing. Is it a overall? We're speaking in when we talk about yoga and this feeling of awareness or this pursuit of awareness. That's a kind of a generalization. Yes, that's what yoga is meant to do, but it's going to be different for how you receive it or how you come to that point, how Kai comes to that point, how I come to that point, how anybody comes to that point. So, again, remember, it is your yoga practice. It's not supposed to be limiting in any way as much as, when we're talking about giving you best practices.
Yeah.
Maybe ideas that may or may not work for you. Some things are going to work, some things are not. And maybe even that idea of awareness doesn't come from yoga in the traditional sense.
Maybe it comes from eating ice cream.
Yeah.
Who knows?
You never can tell. Kai would know more about the eating ice cream and how that liberates your body, but we'll get into that in another video. So hopefully that makes sense for you guys. Give somebody a high five, subscribe, like, and share, and we will see you guys all tomorrow.